Hello, how are you today? Knitting Purple, I see you. How are you doing today? Welcome in. If you're watching live, go ahead and say hello in the chat so that I know that you're here. And if you're watching on replay, go ahead and leave a comment and feel free to answer the questions that I asked during the video in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. So how are you doing today, Knitting Purple? I'm sorry I don't know your first name. Hi, Life and Yarn Tangled, how are you? I'm terrible with names, so if you don't mind telling me your first name, that would be very helpful. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good today. A little nervous, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, hi, Paula. Very nice to see you. Where is everybody from? That's something I'd like to learn about everybody. I'm in Missouri, but I lived in Florida for 30 years. Hi, Anvita. How are you doing today? Welcome in. What's everybody working on right now? And do you crochet or knit? Or is it some other craft that you do? Sewing, embroidery, quilting. Right now I'm working on, I'll just show you the pattern. This duster right here. I'm doing it in like a navy blue. But so far it's turning out really nice. I'm excited about it. And then my next project will be this pattern right here. I just got it day before yesterday. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Hey Jen, how are you doing today? What are you working on? I'm also working on, let me get a piece of paper, some stitch markers and crochet hooks. I do them out of polymer clay. Oh, that's nice. Tangled, that's really nice. I wish I could design my own patterns. I'm trying to learn. Hi, Nana, Kathleen. So nice to see you. Welcome in. What are you working on? Yeah, and Vita, crocheting is a lot of fun. I think it's a little bit easier than knitting for me anyway. So I think that you'll be fine. So here is a stitch marker that I've made. A little bumblebee. And then I have little strawberries. I don't know if you can see, it's got the little pock marks for the seeds. And then this is a little pot with a sprout in it. And it's got some jade beads with it. I think they're jade. This one's turquoise. Turtles. I love turtles. I collect turtles. Ooh, a Bag O' Day cowl. I love Bag O' Day. I think everybody does. Kathleen. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. I've got a couple more to show. This is a 3D leaf. And then, of course, I have more turtles because that's my thing. Little bitty turtles. And then I have this one that's made of some iridescent hearts. It's blue with a little iridescence to it. And then the final thing I'll show you is, I know you can't see my face, but I'm still here. Good morning, Laura Lee. How are you doing? And what are you working on? Thank you, Anvita. And then here is a crochet hook. Whoop, with the stitch marker attached. Now the stitch mark attached stitch marker isn't my concept, but it is. It's all over Pinterest and YouTube and that sort of thing. But that is my design. So, hi, Deneen. How are you doing today? Oh, from Saskatchewan. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Tangled. Thanks, Jen. Appreciate it. So let's see. Here we go. Hi, HD. How are you doing? Crystal, I just added you as a mod. I hope you don't mind. And if you can't stay the whole time, that's fine. It's no problem. We'll get it done. I also wanted to mention I have my 200 subscriber giveaway going on right now. So be sure to check out that video and enter if you haven't already. And please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. That would be great. I would appreciate it. Okay, good, Crystal. Thank you. I appreciate it. What I thought I would do today is just ask some fun questions. Deneen, I am in Missouri in the United States. I lived in Florida, like I said, for 31 years. I was born and raised in Missouri, moved to Florida, lived there for 31 years, and I just moved back to Missouri in December. So I'm going to get to the first question. Oh, thank you, Anvita. I'm really nervous. Can you tell? So the first question is, what would you name your boat if you had one? I would name my boat Journey because Journey, the band, is my favorite band. And I think that's kind of a nice name. You know, you take a journey in your boat. So that's what I would name it. How about you guys? Life. Nice. Nice, HG. That would be a nice life, wouldn't it? Or do you have a boat that's named Life? Out of water, Laura Lee. That's good. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of water. I'd like a nice, slow moving, maybe pontoon boat on a slow moving river. That's about my speed. Oh, you have a boat that's named Life. Okay. On the move. Would you like a fast boat on the move, Anvita? Oh, sick. Paula says, sick. That's what that's. Whoops. Here we go. Oh, shoot. This chat's going too fast. Hi, Jody. How are you doing? And what are you working on? I just asked the first question, and that is, what would you name your boat if you had one? There we go. Paula says sick. That's what I am on a boat. And Deneen says, we have 3 boats, 2 fishing boats, and a speed boat. No names on them. I hate boats, afraid of water. Oh boy. I guess someone in your family really likes boats. And Vita said, I would love a boat that meanders along, but which can speed up if required. Now that sounds pretty sensible to me. Kathleen says, mercy. Oh, that's nice. We all need a little bit of mercy, don't we? I knew someone that had a boat named Therapy. Okay, Tangled. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. If you can come back, that'd be great. That would be great. We'll see you later. Laura Lee says, I love to fish from the bank. That's where I would fish from as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. When I was 4 years old, I caught a bass that was about 3 or 4 pounds. It was bigger than anything my dad had caught up until that point. And I caught it, and then I wanted to go home. I was done. I did my job for the day. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. What celebrity would you rate a perfect 10? Perfect 10. I would say Sam Elliott. I'm a huge Sam Elliott fan. I like his Southern way, his Southern charm. And he's not hard on the eyes either. Deneen says, yes, we have a lakefront cottage. The family all loves boats. I used to go boating when my boys were little. I faked loving it so the boys didn't get my fear of water. My mom was afraid. Yeah, that's true. It can pass on, can it? Crystal says, I would name mine Jackie after my grandfather. He loved to fish and always had a bass boat growing up. Oh, that's nice, Crystal. That's really nice. Jen says Sean Connery. Oh, yeah. He's nice. Oh, hi, Connie. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? I just asked a question. What celebrity would you rate a perfect 10? Laura Lee said that's a big fish for such a little girl. Sam Elliott here too. Yes, ma'am. Deneen says Keanu Reeves. Oh, yeah. If you read any articles about him, you would too. And he's a Canadian too. There you go. Oh, yes, Connie. I know you like John Travolta. And you're probably giggling right now. Yeah, he's very attractive. One of my favorite movies, believe it or not, is Staying Alive, which starred him. I think it was supposed to be the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, I think is the name of that movie. I'm not sure. I think that's right. Kevin Costner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jen, I agree. He's nice. And Connie says, I'm doing good. I'm working on my knitted cable shawl. I wish I could knit. I've crocheted since I was 8 years old, which is years ago. And it's just so hard to pick up knitting because crocheting, I think I have like the muscle memory, of crocheting. So trying to knit, it just doesn't come to me. I don't know why. Yeah. So I think, I don't care for any of the younger actors. I don't know if it's my age or what. Jen says, why is it that men grow old more beautiful? I've often thought that myself. Why is it men become more attractive? They become the silver fox, uh, and women just kind of fade off into the background. I don't know. Maybe women are more sensible, nicer. I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And Vita said Harrison Ford. Oh, yeah. He is so dishy. Lorley says, I was very lucky. My grandma taught me to knit when I was young and unafraid. Oh, isn't that the truth? When we're young, hopefully we're fearless. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter who is absolutely fearless. And I'm so proud of her because she's not afraid to try new things. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She's going to be a strong young lady one day. Yeah, Crystal agrees. Harrison Ford. Yeah, he's nice. There's another one. Oh, darn. He starred in Apollo 11 as he was like head of the headquarters in Houston, I think, that watched out for the shuttle and did all of the computer things and that kind of thing. Oh, I wish I could remember his name. I've always liked him too, though. I guess if I don't know his name, that doesn't help. All right. Okay, let's go on to the next question. What songs do you have completely memorized? Oh, yes, Crystal, Tom Hanks. Yeah. And George Clooney also. Yeah. We could just go on and on, couldn't we? Oh, Connie said the same thing. George Clooney. Yeah. As he's grown older, he's definitely more attractive to me. There it is again. The older they get, the more handsome they get to us, anyway. So, again, the next question is, what songs do you have completely memorized? For me, it would be any Journey song. I love Journey. I grew up loving Journey. My sister loved Journey. I've been to Journey concerts a couple of times. Never did see them with Steve Perry, though. I was just a little bit too young, or too busy having my babies before he left the group. But I did see him with Steve Augeri and Arnel Pineda. And I think I saw him with Arnel Pineda twice. That's the current lead singer of Journey. So any Journey song. Connie says, ooh, Almost Paradise. That's a good song. Good song. And You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette. Yeah, nice. I had her Jagged Little Pill CD. I guess everybody did. That was a great CD. So. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming. The question we're answering now is, what songs do you have completely memorized? Paula says all Queen songs. Oh, yeah, that takes me back. And Invita, all songs of ABBA. Nice. They had some good vocals. I think they really are underrated. They have great harmonies, and that's something that really gets me interested. And Lisa Ladybird says, too many. Well, can you pick one? Pick just one. Let me know. Okay, I guess we're done with the songs. Any more? Oh, Laura Lee says all of Creedence Clearwater Revival songs. Yeah. Did they sing on the Dock of the Bay? Or is that somebody else? I can't remember. Let me know if you know. Crystal says anything by Backstreet Boys, Breaking Benjamin, Trapped, etc. Yes, I like Breaking Benjamin. Most definitely. Yes. And Venus says Dancing Queen. Oh, yeah. That's a great old song. Lisa. Lisa says happy birthday. You crack me up. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday. Words by Backstreet Boys, says Anvita. I don't know if I know that song. By the time they were super popular, I was busy having babies, and so I didn't listen to the radio all that much. Otis Redding sang On the Dock of the Bay. Is that what you're saying, Connie? Yeah, I think you're right. And Vita says Sway With Me. Is that by the Backstreet Boys? I'm not sure I know that song. Otis Redding. Oh, did Michael Bolton do a cover of On the Dock of the Bay? Is that what you're saying? I'll tell you an interesting story about Michael Bolton. It just popped in my head. His cover of When a Man Loves a Woman is one of my son's baby songs. Whenever I had my babies, I picked a song that was just for them, that I sang to them all the time growing up, and they know it as their baby song. And Michael Bolton's cover of When a Man Loves a Woman was actually playing on the radio whenever I had him. So that's why I picked that song for him. So. Okay. It's not working. Oh, sorry, Connie. Backstreet Boys are still around and making music. Really, Crystal? I didn't know that. That's awesome. So's Journey. Connie says Michael Bolton did it too. I'll have to look that up because I love to hear his version of that. Okay, and Anvita says Sway With Me by Frank Sinatra. Now I think I know the song you're talking about. Yeah, Frank Sinatra had some real smoothness to him, didn't he? Yeah. Lisa says Jingle Bells. If you say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I'm going to fall out of my chair. Crystal says Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Oh, yeah. I know all those words too. Great song. Great song. Okay. I think that I'll move on to the next question if everybody's had their answers in. Oh, My Girl by the Temptations. Yep. I think everybody knows those words too. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. So the next question is what would you consider your best find? In other words, something that you bought or a restaurant you went to or a city that you visited and, found a neat little hidden spot or a museum. What was your best find? I um, I would have to say, well, all I can think of is yarn. Yarn is my thing. I think everybody here can relate. But I got some from Premier that was really nice. They're everyday anti-pilling DK weight. So far that's the best that I've come. Oh, and True Boo I think by Lion Brand. Oh, that yarn is so soft. Um, made out of is it a rayon made out of bamboo? Anyway, it's made out of bamboo. I think everybody might be familiar with that. Um, yeah. Lisa says, my feet. Okay. You found them when you were what, like 3 months old? Uh, Connie says a KitchenAid mixer for $10 at a yard sale. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. I want a red KitchenAid mixer, or maybe a KitchenAid mixer that's painted with all kinds of flowers like that you see on the Pioneer Woman on Food Network. But yes, 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 that is on my wish list for sure, is a KitchenAid mixer. It does everything for you. Especially what I would want it for is like kneading bread and that sort of thing. So, yeah. Paula says, the charity shop I volunteer at, I've been there for 8.5 years and I love it. Oh, that's nice, Paula. What kind of charity work do they do, if you don't mind sharing? Crystal said, I got my Keurig K-Cup brewer at a yard sale for $20 with the stand also that holds around 20 K-Cups. Wow. I'm going to have to start going to yard sales. What am I doing ordering from Amazon? I lost my feet again a few years ago. From time to time, I find them, but only when I lay down. Oh, I can relate, Lisa. That's okay. Okay, Connie. Well, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And you have a blessed day. Okay? You take care. Paula says it's Salvation Army charity shop. I love the Salvation Army. Um, okay, I'll share a short story, and then we'll move on to something more positive. But I years ago, this has been many years ago now, and I'm totally fine, completely safe and happy now. But the Salvation Army runs several domestic violence shelters, and I actually stayed in one with my kids once. So every time I see any place that I can donate to the Salvation Army, that's what I do. Old clothes, I take them in. Of course, at Christmas time, I always, drop some money into the red kettle. So yeah, I've been blessed by the Salvation Army, and I really appreciate them. So that may have been a little bit of a hard question. Okay, let's go to the next question. What is your state or country known for? I live in Missouri, so of course it's known for the Gateway Arch or the St. Louis Arch or just the Arch. People call it different things. Um, and also, Branson, Missouri is known as Little Nashville. They have tons of theaters there with permanent resident entertainers. Um, and of course, I can't think of any of them right now. But they have all kinds of music and magic shows, and yeah, so that's what Missouri is known for. Since I just moved from Florida, I'll count them in too. And of course, Florida is known for sunshine and oranges. So Laura Lee says $2,500 marquee diamond wedding set for $100. Guy bought it in a grab box for $2. He knew it was a diamond, but had no clue how much it was worth. Wow. My goodness. Was that at a yard sale too? Are people selling $2,500 marquee diamond wedding sets for $100 at yard sales? Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going to start going to yard sales. You guys have convinced me. For sure. Lisa says, my hometown is known for shoes and boots. My country is known for our queen. Yes. For shoes and boots. That's interesting. Laura Lee says, craters of the moon. Now, I know you don't live on the moon. What is craters of the moon? Crystal says, Texas, being the Lone Star State, but our town is known for General Sam Houston. Lived there, and our college and state park are named after him. Wow, General Sam Houston. Um, my husband's one of my husband's ancestors actually is General, can't remember his first name, but General Burnside, and that's where they get the term sideburns. So he says. So let's see. Paula says, I'm in the UK, so my hometown has one of the oldest horse races, the St. Leger. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Horse racing. I grew up going to horse shows, contests where they had barrel racing and that kind of thing. I love horses. Laura Lee says, yes, a garage sale. It was wrapped in Kleenex. Oh my gosh. In a small travel pill holder. Are you kidding? That is amazing. I am for sure going to be looking for yard sales from now on. I've heard that people sell yarn at yard sales too, so I don't remember who told me that, but you can find all kinds of things, I guess. My goodness. And Jody says, they say Virginia is for lovers. Oh, isn't that nice? How sweet. Crystal says, we also have a 65-foot statue of him on the highway. Like on the side of I'm asking, of course, it's on the side of the highway. It's not right in the middle, I'm sure. Wow, and that's General Sam Houston. I'll have to look him up. That's interesting. Orly says the craters of the moon is a volcanic lava field. The astronauts trained there. Wow. That's so cool. Awesome. Jen says Cardinals, Buckeyes, Cleveland Indians, Cincinnati Reds, Columbus, Holy Toledo by Klinger. Holy Toledo by Klinger. Is that a song? I had another funny story. I had a teddy bear that I got when I was 8 years old and had most of my life, but I lost him from moving around quite a bit. And I named him Toledo. I don't know where I got that. I was so young, but that was what I named him. Crystal says, yes, they do sometimes sell yarn at yard sales or estate sales. Wow. Estate sales too. I see signs like that all the time. And I don't know why I don't stop. I guess I don't think I'll find anything interesting, but I'm definitely going to be looking now. Oh, from MASH. Okay, Klinger from MASH. I get it. I get it now. That's awesome. That's so cool. Isn't that interesting? Crystal says, Sam Houston was an American general and an important leader of the Texas Revolution. Wow, I'm going to look him up, Crystal. I'll learn a little bit about him. Got to learn something new every day, I think, just to keep your mind fresh and stuff. And Crystal says, Houston served as the first and third president of the Republic of Texas and was one of the first two individuals to represent Texas in the United States Senate. You have such knowledge, Crystal. I've watched you in your lives and you know so much about things. I don't know how you retain all of that. I don't retain much. Okay, I'll go on to the next question. What hobby would you get into if time and money were not an issue? What hobby would you get into if time and money were not an issue? Oh, you looked part of that out now. Okay. And Lisa says dancing. Oh, nice. I was married to somebody who taught ballroom dancing. So is that the kind of dancing you're talking about? Ballroom or jazz or tap? I think I would get into hobby farming. I'd love to have some chickens and some goats, and some gardens, so that I have my own fresh vegetables to can every year. That's really what I would get into and hope to one day. I hope so. Paula says pottery. Like on the wheel, pottery like on a wheel, like from that movie Ghost, where you put the clay on the wheel and the water and you shape it, or you think something like ceramics where you have molds. I grew up doing ceramics, where you pour the slip into the molds and fire it in a kiln. Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed doing that. Crystal says diamond painting. Never tried it, but it is so time consuming. Yeah, I've watched channels that do diamond painting, and it just looks so tedious to me. I don't think that it's for me. But like my sister, she would love to get into diamond painting. She thinks it would be very calming for her. So to each his own. Lisa says, I couldn't care less. I just want some rhythm. I think I lost my, I think my lost feet ran off with it. Maybe you should put a clapper or something on your feet so, so you can find them all the time. And Vita says macrame. Oh, that would be so much fun. I think I would like macrame too. I've never done it. It's one fiber art that I've never tried. Um, but that would be a lot of fun, I think. I might try that actually. Just a little bit and see what's what about it. Pottery on the wheel. Yeah. Wow. That does look very soothing. I think I would like that too. And Crystal says, our neighbors do pottery and they have a shop. They make tons of things and sell them at the Renaissance Festival here in Texas. Oh, that's neat. Do they do pottery like on a pottery wheel? Like Paula was saying? Laura Lee says, I'm afraid I would get addicted to diamond painting. Yeah. Yeah, I have several orders of yarn that is coming in. Um, so I think I'm a little addicted to yarn. So if the doorbell rings or you hear a knock and my dogs bark their heads off while we're doing this, it's probably yarn being delivered. And we'd like to know if you have a YouTube channel, Paula. And Crystal says, Laura Lee, I don't need another addiction. Yes, bells on your toes. That is a great idea. You should do that and send me a picture. I'll put it as my desktop background. Bells on the toes. So they do use a wheel and also do stuff by hand. Oh wow, that takes a lot of talent. I think that it looks a lot easier than it is. My daughter did a little bit of pottery in school, art class. Um, And I still have some. Shoot, I should have had it here, but I didn't know we'd be talking about it. But yeah, that's looks like a lot of fun. Lady Godiva style. Oh, oh, my hopes are dashed. Poor thing. Poor Lisa. Don't dash your hopes. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Where do you find most of your patterns? If you're a knitter or crocheter or quilter, embroiderer, is that a word? I'm not sure if that's a word. But where do you find most of your patterns? I think I find, well, patterns I see on YouTube tutorials, obviously. Um, that's what got me back into crocheting after taking a long break from it. Um, but then I, I, I guess Ravelry, maybe. I've gotten a couple of patterns from Ravelry, so I think that's probably where I get mine. Paula says, if yarn arrives while you are live, I think you should share it out. Okay. I might just do that. You may have just opened a can of worms. We'll be here forever. There's a lot of yarn coming. Okay, so Anvita, oh, she also gets her patterns on Ravelry. Lisa says, I find patterns in wallpaper and flowers and toothpaste. What? Good for you. That's awesome, Lisa. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Paula says Ravelry, Etsy, and YouTube. I've never gotten any off of Etsy. I don't know why. I guess I should look there too. This newest one I got from Sweet Pea Family Crochet. This is the next pattern I'll be working on. If some of you guys came in a little bit later, this is the next pattern that I'll be working on. And I wanted to show too some of the people that came in a little bit later, the stitch markers that I'm making. Well, showing you his stinger, little bumblebee, and the strawberries, little clay pot with the sprout in it with some jade beads. Here's 3D leaf. And then here's the crochet hook that I've done with an attached stitch marker that comes off, obviously, that you can use in your work. I don't know why I just got into that, but just in case you missed it in the beginning. Okay, let me catch up on the chat. Laura Lee says online. Yeah. Crystal says, I search Ravelry or any yarn websites that are free and YouTube. Yes, that's a good idea. So many yarn sites have free patterns. Probably all of them do. And that's a great place to get patterns. And Crystal says, Ladybird loves, I find patterns in the clouds. Lisa says, I was going to say clouds, Crystal, then I thought that was too easy. Hi, Kelly. Good morning. Welcome in. Be sure to give a thumbs up when you come in if y'all haven't. I'd really appreciate it. How are you doing, Kelly? How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Oh, good. Thank you, Laura Lee. I like that pattern too. It's going to be, it might be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm up for it. I'm ready. No problem, Kelly. I'm just glad you made it. I really am. I appreciate it. Um, are you asking if I can make a lady bird? I absolutely can if you'd like me to. I sure will. That'll be my next one. How's that? I'll make a what we call a ladybug, but I know you're not a bug, you're a ladybird. I know, I know, I know. Oh, thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's polymer clay. They can be glazed with a glossy finish, or they can just be the matte clay. Um, so yeah, just let me know. My email should be in the description box. If it's not, it's just Tracie Nicole Fiber Arts at gmail.com. And it's Tracie with an IE and Nicole with a CH, not just a C, it's CH. So just email me and let me know if you'd like one. Um, yes, Crystal, I'm just matter of fact, I got some boxes last night delivered and um, I got my glaze in. So yes, like they can be glossy and I plan to do that. But I can leave them matte, like I said, if you want that too. Kelly says, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Working on a beanie. Seem to be addicted to making hats. Have you checked out Connie at just, what is, oh my gosh, is it Just Another Stitch? Help me, Crystal. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why. But she has some hat patterns that are really, really cute. You should check them out if you haven't already. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? The question I just asked is, where do you find most of your patterns for knit or crochet or whatever art that you do? Where do you find most of your patterns? Yes, Just Another Stitch. Yes, you should check out the hats that she's done, Kelly. They're really cute. Oh, good. So you know her. Yeah, isn't she great? I love her too. All right. So let's see. I think I'll go on to another question. What are one or two of your favorite smells? Be nice here. I love the smell of cinnamon so much, and the smell of coffee. A campfire is great. Um, and a turkey roasting in the oven. Those are some of my favorite smells. Yeah, no, they're not all food related. Good for me. Jennifer says, doing good, nothing at the moment, watching the grandbabies play. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. My grandbaby lives 4 hours away, so I don't get to see her as often as I want to, but we just had her for a weekend here several weeks ago, and it was so much fun and so exhausting. It took me a full 2 days to recover from that weekend, but I do it again in a heartbeat, and I will be doing it again very soon. I hope. Kelly says coffee and rain. Oh, yes. Oh, the smell right just before it rains when you can tell that it's coming. That's a good one. Yes. Love that. And Vita said fresh rain and mud. Huh. I never thought of that before. Yeah, that I can see that earthy smell. Very nice. And Crystal said, oh, she's going for more coffee. Favorite smells are coffee and fresh cut grass. Yeah. Well, the fresh cut grass makes me sneeze, so maybe not for me. Hurry back, Crystal. Drink some coffee for me. I can't drink coffee anymore because of my heart condition. So, um, yeah, I miss it, but I love the smell of it. Vetiver and the smell of baking cookies. What is vetiver, Anvita? I haven't heard of that. Yes, and the smell of baking cookies. Mm. You know, they say when you're trying to sell your home to have cookies baking in the oven because it entices the buyers to want to buy your house, I guess. But I've heard that before. Hey, Dodo. Welcome in. I'm glad to see you. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And you said fresh chopped lemon balm. Oh, yes. I've grown lemon balm before. Yes, that's a beautiful smell. Beautiful. And Kelly says, I miss my grandchildren too. 9 of them. Wow, congratulations. They lived 2,100 miles away. Yeah. What that's part of the reason why we moved back to Missouri from Florida is because I was 1,200, 1,500 miles away from my granddaughter. So, yeah, I know the feeling. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry. But hopefully you'll get to see them soon. And Paula says fresh cut grass. Yep. Oh, 21 hours. Oh, gosh. Well, that's about how far away I was from my granddaughter when I lived in Florida. So I can relate for sure. And Dodo says, I'm grand, thanks. Hope you are all well. Yes, I'm doing well today. I'm enjoying this. I hope you all are too. And Vita says vetiver is a type of grass from which essential oil is extracted and it smells like heaven. Wow. I'll have to see if I can find some. Maybe I can't find some. Is it something that they sell? Well, I guess if they extract essential oil from, I'll find it. I'll find some vetiver and try it out. Thank you for that suggestion. Kelly says, I'm moving back home to Indiana, hopefully next month after my mom's last mammogram. Had to be here to take care of her breast cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kelly. My mom had breast cancer as well. Thankfully, she made it through and is totally fine as far as cancer is concerned now. So we're really blessed and thankful for that, for sure. And I pray that your mom is too. Jen says yes to Paula. I love that smell. They could make it into a candle. I would love it. You know, Jen, you could actually make your own candle. If you just got plain wax candles that aren't scented and melt it down and then drop some of that essential oil into the candle and then pour it into the container that the candle came in, or a heat safe container with a wick, and make your own candle, and you'll have your vetiver candle that way. Kelly says, my mom is good now too after mastectomy. As long as mammogram is still clear, we're praying. I'll pray too, Kelly, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And I'm really glad that she's doing well. Okay, let's see what the next question is. What is your favorite thing about fall or autumn? Mine is the fall colors, for sure. The fall colors. Living in Florida, we didn't really have a fall. In Florida, it's either hot or hotter. So everything is green all year round. So I've missed the fall colors for the last 31 years. So that I'm really excited about since I've moved back to Missouri. So yeah, it's the fall colors, definitely. I don't want to make candles. Well, okay. Just a suggestion. You're welcome, Kelly. You're welcome. Paula says you can buy candle wax beads to melt and wicks. Yes, you sure can. That would probably be easier than the way I suggested. And Jody has to leave now. Oh, well, bye, Jody. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And if you can, give this video a thumbs up on your way out. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. And be sure you're entered into my 200 subscriber giveaway. Dodo says the colors of the trees. Yep, exactly. And oh boy, I got to brace myself. Lisa says, I have nothing to favorite with falling. I just fell in the garden and have grays up on my arm now. Oh no. Oh, well, how about autumn? Do you have a favorite thing about autumn? I'm sorry you hurt yourself, Lisa. Really, I am. But you cracked me up. And Paula says cooler weather. Oh, yes. We have a fire pit that we bought when we moved up here. It's like, like for your deck. And we haven't used it yet. We bought it last year when we moved here in like December, but we've never used it. We've got like a stack of wood and everything. But we're waiting now for fall to come when it's cooler and we can use the fire pit. We're looking forward to that. Joanne says, hello, Tracie, new to your channel. Well, welcome, Joanne. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope you're doing well today. Let me know how you're doing and what you're working on. And if you knit or crochet or do some sort of other craft. Really glad to have you. Okay. Lisa says, I make candles from candle dregs of used candles. Yep, that's a great idea too. That last bit that the wick you just can't melt. Yeah, great idea. And Kelly says, oh, I think all of it. The weather, Halloween, the beautiful leaves, fresh apple cider. It's my favorite season. Yes, I think it's my favorite. Well, I know it's my favorite season too, especially now that I'm back home in my home state. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for fall. Joanne says hello to everyone. And Lisa says autumn, the fact that winter is closer. Oh, so you like winter. Okay. Now, in England, this is probably a stupid question. I guess it would snow in England. You're in the northern hemisphere in the winter. Sorry, my brain's a little fried today. Welcome back, Crystal. Did you get your coffee? Joanne says, I knit and crochet. I'm working on a Bavarian stitch lap blanket. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. You'll have to send me pictures to my email when you're done, and I'll show them in an upcoming video if you'd like. My email should be in the description box below this video. If it's not, I'll put it in there as soon as we're done with the live stream. But it's just Tracie Nicole Fiber Arts at gmail.com. And it's Tracie with an IE and Nicole with a CH. Okay, so Lisa says she rarely gets snow these days. Yeah, global warming. We got to do something about that. And Crystal got her coffee. That's good. How do you take your coffee, Crystal? Paula says some years it snows, but not that often. We had like 3 different winters this past winter, and the snow just came down in just sheets of blinding snow, and driving was so hazardous. And then we thought it was over, and boom, we get hit again. So that is the one thing that I really don't care for about Missouri. It's the snow. Thanks, Crystal. Yeah, please join my Facebook group. There'll be some exclusive content there, and we'll have a lot of fun. Be sure to introduce yourself. There's a post for when you join the group. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. We get to know each other, and we'll have fun. Well, thanks for posting that, Crystal. And Kelly said, hope I'm back in Indiana for fall. New Mexico fall is still very hot. Yep. It's the same thing in Florida. It's very hot. I think that we get about maybe, well, I'm not there anymore, but Florida gets like 2 or 3 weeks of winter, where it might get down to the 40s, maybe 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in centigrade. Sorry for all of you that use centigrade. Lisa says, yeah, it used to be every winter guaranteed, not now. Though now I'm old. As beautiful as it is, it scares me. You're not old. I think I'm way older than you. Silly thing. But yeah, it scares me too. I don't like it. I hate driving in it. And Crystal takes her coffee, very strong dark roast with 3 level tablespoons of sugar and creamer. Wow. You know, my son-in-law gets I think it's Folger's Black Silk or something like that. He likes his coffee very, 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 very strong. Kelly says, does anyone remember the blizzard of 78? I do. I do. I was 6, and the snowdrifts obviously were taller than me. I mean, it was insanity. I do remember that. And Lisa says, no, but I remember the summer of 69. Brian Adams, right? Oh, that's a good one. Laura Lee says, we have snow from the end of October through February and March. Wow. I can't remember if you told me where you're from or if you want to share that, but wow, that's a long time. And Crystal says, the blizzard of 78 was before my time. I was born in 86. Well, rub it in, just rub it in. Laura Lee says, I remember a lot of snow in 78. Got snowed in one time for 3 or 4 days. Yes, my dad tells the story, and I can't remember it specifically, but we lived far out in the country. We had a small farm, and he put on his snowsuit, and I mean, he just had layers and layers and layers of clothes and scarves and hats, and had to walk miles to the nearest, like now I guess you'd call it a convenience store. Back then, it was like a mom and pop, really small convenience store size grocery store, just to get us a couple of bags of groceries to make it through that time. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I got to get caught up on the comments. Okay. Paula says, got to go, food cooked. Oh, well, enjoy your meal, Paula. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in my next lives. I haven't scheduled them yet, but if you have your notification bell on and you're subscribed to my channel, you'll find out. And I hope to see you there. You have a nice day too. And Crystal says, Folgers black silk is good. Yeah, my son-in-law loves it. Kelly says, the snow was up to our roof. I was 10 and had chicken pox at the same time. How miserable. Oh my gosh. You poor thing. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Oh, okay, Laura Lee, you're from Idaho. My parents lived in Idaho for a short time before I was born, and they couldn't take it, I guess. it's That's a lot of snow. Jen says, I was 9 during the blizzard. We couldn't go out the front door. The snow covered it. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Jen says, I graduated in 86. Crystal's just a youngin'. I graduated in 90. So, and Kelly says her first daughter was born in 86. My first child, my son, was born in 89. I think I just told on myself. That's okay. Oops. Crystal says, I feel physically older than 35, hurt too much, but my mind and heart feel like a teen still. Oh, I'm sorry that you're hurting. You have physical issues. I know the feeling. I got herniated discs in my back and just a list of things that I take medication for that doesn't really help. So I understand. It's hard to function when you're in pain. And I think that's true for everybody. And, I'm actually going to be 50 this year. And in my mind, I still feel, and think the way I did, with a little more wisdom, of course. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Okay. And Kelly said, Crystal, you should try that new coffee Death Wish. It's supposed to be very strong. Ooh, my goodness. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. Glad to see you. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Crystal says, oh, wow, one bag of that coffee is $19.99. Oh, my goodness. That is expensive. Laura Lee says, got to go, headed to the big city today. Okay, Laura Lee, thank you so much for coming in. It was so nice talking with you. You have a great day. And if you haven't yet already, could you please give this video a thumbs up? It would really help me and I appreciate it. But you have a great day and be safe. Kelly says she saw, I guess, talking about Death Wish coffee at Walmart, but she didn't check the price. Okay, hurry back, Jen. Chris says, yeah, I just use less water. It makes it plenty strong. Well, you guys like your coffee strong. And no projects at the moment, Chris said. And then Kelly said, Crystal, if you ever get a chance to try it, Honduran coffee is the best I've ever had. I love it. Interesting. Chris says, hope to do a sweater or vest for winter, though, when I finally settle down. Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah, and when you get it finished, if you'd like, send me a picture of it to my email address, and I'll show it on a upcoming video. My email should be in the description box below. If it's not, I'll put it there as soon as this video is over. It's Tracie Nicole Fiber Arts at gmail.com. Hi, Leanne. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Lisa said, I like my coffee like croissant. I don't know what that word is. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. What is that, Lisa? Let me know. Now I'm intrigued. Okay, thanks, Lisa. I'll get it done as soon as we wrap up here, which will be soon because I am currently at an hour and 18 minutes. So creosote. Oh my goodness. I think I know what that is. Leanne says, I'm working on a summer top by Crystal from Bag a Day. Yes. I think everybody who's done something from Bag a Day, Bag O Day, is how she pronounces it. I love her too. Okay, I'm going to go to the last question. And that is, if you had to change your name, what would your name be and why? So if I had to change my name, it would probably be Elizabeth. And why? Because I'm a huge fan of Little House on the Prairie. And in Little House on the Prairie, Almanzo calls Laura Beth, short for her middle name, Elizabeth. And when I was growing up, I just thought that was so cool and had a little celebrity crush on the actor that played Almanzo. So I think I'd change it to Elizabeth. Chris says, if you have to offer your guests a slice of coffee, you know it's strong. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Joanne says, I want to do that blue star blanket. Is that by Bag O' Day? I don't think I've seen it. Crystal says, Lisa, creosote is derived from the distillation of tar from wood or coal. That's how she takes her coffee. And Lisa says, Hannelore to match my grandmother. Oh, that's sweet. That's really sweet. I named, all of my kids are named, middle names are after someone in our family or someone very close to us. That's sweet. Kelly says, Leanne, if that sweater is too big for you, then please just send it over to me. Lisa says, yes, Crystal, thick, bitter, and dark. Still on the coffee. Oh, welcome back, Tangled. Welcome back. Glad to see you came back. We're almost finished here. We're wrapping up. The last question is, if you had to change your name, what would it be and why? And Kelly says, Joanne, I saw that. It was really cool. I think talking about the blue star blanket, I'm going to have to look that up now. Oh, thanks, Joanne. I would love to see a pic of it. Thank you. Thank you. And Leanne said she'd change her name to Rachel. Do you have a specific reason why you choose Rachel, or do you just like the name? And Lisa says, Tangled is all clean now. Okay, I'm missing something. And Tangled wouldn't change her name. Well, that's good. You like your name. Good on your parents then. They did a good job. And Crystal said, I would choose Valerie. I have always liked that name. And Tangled said, yes, Lisa, thank goodness I stunk after a 2 a.m. blow. Boy, or is that blowout? Oh my goodness. I don't think I want to know. Kelly says, I wouldn't change my name because I'd forget I changed it and never know when anyone is speaking to me. Makes sense. Makes sense. Joanne said, I'd change my name to Billie Jean after my ma and pa. Oh, nice. It's a good Michael Jackson song, too. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry that happened. That's too bad. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I have had so much fun. Um, Lisa says, technically speaking, I did legally change my name, so I had my chance. Oh, that's interesting, Lisa. You'll have to tell me that story sometime. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank everybody who stopped by and participated in the chat or just watched and listened. Um, yes, thank you, Crystal. Please be sure to join my Facebook group. It's just Tracie Nicole Fiber Arts on Facebook. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you wouldn't mind, give this video a thumbs up. And I will get all my information in the description below this video as soon as I get off of here. So, oh, good. I'm so glad you all had fun. I did too. And everybody, I hope you have a blessed day. And I will see you in my next video or live. Bye-bye.